Welcome back to the Fluent Ear! Today, Sam and Jess are planning a trip together, and, as always, things aren't quite as simple as they expect. As you listen, try to answer this. What's the one thing Sam and Jess actually disagree about? Stick around until the end for another word breakdown. Let's get into it.
Okay, so I've been thinking about this trip nonstop. Have you looked at any flights yet?
A little bit, yeah. Honestly, there are so many options, I got a bit overwhelmed.
Same. I opened like 5 tabs and just closed my laptop.
Classic. Okay, so where are we actually leaning towards? I know we talked about a few places.
I think it's between that coastal town we mentioned and, the mountain place with all the hiking trails.
Right. Honestly, I've been leaning more towards the coast if I'm being real.
Oh, really? I thought you were more into the hiking idea.
I was at first, but then I started thinking about how tired we've both been lately, and the coast just sounds more relaxing.
That's fair, actually. I guess I was picturing us being all adventurous, but maybe we do just need to lie on a beach for once.
Exactly. No itinerary, no early hikes, just doing nothing productive for a few days.
Okay, you're kind of convincing me. But what would we even do there besides the beach?
Let's see. I read that there's a really good food scene there, lots of little local restaurants.
Oh, now you're speaking my language. I'm always down for good food.
I knew that would get you. There's also apparently a nice old town area, kind of historic, good for walking around.
That sounds perfect, actually. A mix of relaxing and still having stuff to explore.
Exactly. Best of both worlds. Okay, so tentatively, the coast?
Tentatively, yes. Okay, next big question. How long are we thinking?
Um, I was thinking maybe 5 days? Enough to relax without it feeling rushed.
5 sounds good to me. Although, honestly, part of me always wants to just say, let's stay for 2 weeks.
I mean, same, but work would probably have some opinions about that.
Yeah, unfortunately. Okay, what about accommodation? Hotel or something like an apartment rental?
Hmm, I think I'd prefer a rental actually. Having a kitchen makes it easier to not spend a fortune eating out every meal.
That's smart. Plus, it feels a bit more like actually living there for a few days, not just visiting.
Exactly. More relaxed, less touristy in a way.
Okay, I'll start looking at some options tonight. Do you have any preferences, like location within the town?
Ideally something close to the beach, but not like directly on the busiest strip. Somewhere a bit quieter.
Got it. I'll keep that in mind. What about budget? Should we set some kind of limit?
Probably a good idea, honestly. I always end up spending more than planned when I don't set limits beforehand.
Same, completely. Should we do a shared budget document or something?
Look at you being all organized.
Hey, someone has to be. And it's clearly not going to be you with your 5 open tabs situation.
Fair, that's true. Okay, yes, let's do a shared document. That actually makes sense.
Perfect. Now, the real question. When are we actually doing this? What dates work?
Let me think. I have more flexibility in like 3 weeks, work-wise. What about you?
Actually, I think that could work for me too. But let me double check my schedule tonight just to be sure.
Sounds good. Fingers crossed it lines up because I really need this trip at this point.
Same, honestly. It's been such a long stretch without a proper break.
Exactly. Okay, what about activities once we're there? Anything specific you really want to do?
I definitely want to try at least one cooking class if they have those. Like a local dish kind of thing.
Oh, that sounds fun actually. I wouldn't have thought of that, but I'm in.
And maybe just a sunset walk one evening. Nothing fancy, just enjoying it.
That sounds perfect, honestly. Not everything needs to be a big planned activity.
Exactly. Some structure, but also room to just relax and figure things out day by day.
I like that balance. Okay, should we also look into renting bikes or something to get around easier?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Walking everywhere can get tiring after a while.
Definitely. Okay, I feel like we actually have a solid plan forming here.
We really do. Coast, 5 days, rental apartment, some food, some relaxing, some exploring.
I'm getting genuinely excited now, not gonna lie.
Same. Okay, I'll check my schedule tonight, start looking at rentals, and we can finalize dates by this weekend?
Deal. This is exactly the kind of plan I needed today.
Same here. Okay, let's actually make this happen this time, not just talk about it for months like last time.
Fair point. This time, we're actually booking it.
Let's break down a few expressions from today's conversation. First, overwhelmed. Sam felt overwhelmed looking at flight options, meaning he had too much information or too many choices to handle comfortably. You could say, I felt overwhelmed by all the options on the menu. Next, leaning towards. Both Sam and Jess used this when talking about which destination they preferred. It means starting to favour one option over another. For example, I'm leaning towards the blue one instead of the red one. We also heard best of both worlds, when Sam described the coastal town as having relaxation and exploring together. It means getting the advantages of two different things at once. You could say, this job gives me the best of both worlds, good pay and flexible hours. Another one, a fortune, when Sam mentioned not wanting to spend a fortune eating out. It means a very large amount of money. For example, that car probably cost a fortune. We also heard touristy, used when Jess described wanting a place that didn't feel too touristy. It describes somewhere overly crowded with tourists, sometimes losing its authentic local feel. You could say, that area is way too touristy. Let's find somewhere quieter. Next, line up, when Sam hoped their schedules would line up. It means for things to match or align correctly. For example, I hope our vacation days line up this year. And finally, fingers crossed, a common expression Sam used, hoping for a good outcome. It means hoping something will happen the way you want. You could say, fingers crossed the weather is good this weekend. Now it's your turn. Pick one of these expressions and try making your own sentence with it, out loud or in the comments. And don't forget, what was the one thing Sam and Jess disagreed about at the start? Let us know if you caught it,